Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the potential of limited remote raid passes that you can do in a day. Doesn't that sound great? No? Oh, come on. I mean, we all wanted that, right? For us to be limited on the amount of remote raid passes that we can do, potentially. Well, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy these news videos, and I'll keep them coming here for you folks. And let's see what we have going on here. Now let's discuss this. Remote raid passes. This was a concept that we had no idea was going to actually be introduced into Pokemon Go before the whole thing happened in 2020, right? So we get remote raid passes because of the distancing thing, and the game is completely changed. All right, I haven't been raiding in person as hard ever since. I'm gonna be straight up, okay? I've been doing remote raids, and that's what I've been really relying on. It's amazing. We love it, and it's very enjoyable. So at this point, Niantic is looking to maybe potentially limit the amount of remote raids that you can be doing per day. All right, we're gonna take a look at an image here that sparked this whole thing. Now, this could be reversed. This is something that's not yet set in stone and is or not official by Niantic yet. Like we've seen them do with Go Battle League, where we were having to potentially walk every time we completed a set, like we had to do before, because that was a thing. After you completed your 5 free battles, unless you wanted to use a Go Battle League pass in Go Battle League, or should I say a raid pass in Go Battle League, then you were going to have to walk a certain amount of kilometers. Now, they did bring that back, and it wasn't official. It was just saying go walk. We didn't have to. We were all freaking out like, oh, they're going to bring it back, and they never did. So I just wanted to bring up that point here because we could have a similar situation here with these remote raid passes, because it's just like shooting yourself in the foot, basically. It's like you have a business, right? An ice cream stand. Let's just say that, to make it simple. Take a look at what's going on here. And then saying to each customer, you're only limited to 2 ice creams per day. That doesn't make sense. I mean, you want to sell as many as you can, right? Unless there was some sort of a shortage and you're trying to be fair for everybody, which you don't care, just give me the ice cream. You get where I'm going at with this here. Just sell the people what they want. Don't limit on how many they can have. Again, unless they're eggs. So you can see the number there. I'll show the image here even closer in a second. So it's basically giving you a counter as to how many you could potentially do in a day. So let's just say they limit us on how many we can do by 20. That would be, I don't know how I'd feel about just 20, but I'm thinking maybe even like 10. They might even do that. But again, it's not official, but we are seeing it here. You can join 0 certain amount of raids a day. Now, it's not officially out if it even does come out, but there is a number there, and this is why people are being led to believe that they're going to be limiting us on how many remote raids that we can do per day, because it's literally right in front of our faces. If we didn't see it, we wouldn't bring it up, but it's here. So, you know, it's Niantic. At this point, the communication is out of whack. Everybody was like, oh, Poke, you're not on board with Heroes Niantic? No, because it's not going to ever change. I know this, and this is why I never hopped on board. And a lot of the influencers that were doing it were faker than hell. And they were doing it for the clout because they saw people were in outrage. And what you do if you want clout in those situations, if you're an influencer or whatever, content creators, you go with what the outrage mob is doing. And that's what they did. Okay, they don't give a damn about this game or Niantic or want it to be better. Maybe they do, but they were going with the outrage, and this is why I didn't go with it. Okay, again, remember that they did do this for the Go Battle League, so we were seeing potentially have to walk. We didn't have to, but the numbers were there as if we did, like we've seen with those remote raid numbers as well. So this could all just be a potential evil plot that Niantic wants to do, but is not going to actually be implemented. Personally, on my account, I do not see any sort of limitation or number here, but they do slow roll these out for everybody at different locations, so that could also be another factor here. But I just have to put all these pieces together. I don't want to jump on board and be like, I hate Niantic, they're going to take it away, they're going to limit us. We have to think logically, okay? Before it actually does happen. Okay, if it was here, then we can go full, attack. But it's not, so we have to think with logic and not with the hate crazy mob, right? Although if they do and they are trying to implement this, that is going to be so stupid, because why would you do that? The majority of the Pokemon I have here, I've spent hundreds. I mean, like this Ultra Beast, for instance, when they're here for a limited time, there's no way in hell I would have ever been able to max this out if it wasn't for people inviting me all over the world. Okay, because of different time zones. I mean, I don't even have enough raids in my area to do that. Okay, because I live in Anchorage, Alaska, and there's not too much going on here. I have a ton of legendaries, mythicals, whatever, that need to be caught in raids in order for you to actually max them out to use them in Go Battle League and or other raids that are extremely meta relevant and very good Pokemon, and it requires you to spend a lot of money. And the fact that if they are actually going to limit us on how much we can actually spend per raid, it's like, oh yeah, you want to complain? Okay, stop complaining. We're not even going to allow you to do X amount of raids anymore. You're just going to be cut off. If they do, it's literally like shooting themselves in the foot. Let's hope this is not the direction that Niantic is going, folks. Give this video a thumbs up if you do not want this to happen, and I'll be catching you all next time.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
To compromise where you can. But where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no. You move.